Hey Soul Sisters, it's Opal again. I just wanted to touch bases with you. I know it's been a while. I was supposed to make this video like weeks ago, but I didn't, so now I am. So really I wanted to show you how to use your products from your hair care package and really know how to use it without having to put heat on your hair. And it's so important to try, if you have a relaxer, to stretch your relaxer as long as possible. That means going more and more weeks between putting a relaxer on your hair. That'll help your hair to not be over processed and not to be weaker than it needs to be. So for me right now, I am 19 weeks post relaxer, and you can probably tell because I got a lot going on here with my edges and the back of my hair, my kitchen. The nape of my hair is not as smooth as it would be once I had a fresh relaxer. But what I like to do, one of the things I like to do is I use a bun to straighten my hair. So after I wash my hair and deep condition and let it air dry for about an hour, I use a bun and I just put my hair back in a bun and I stretch it that way. And then I found that if I like for instance, if I have my hair wet and I pull it back in a bun, it's straightening this part. But I also found that if I take my bun and I separate it, I'm going to show you real quick. If I separate it like that, and then I take one and wrap it around this way and pin it, and then take the other and wrap it around the other way and pin it, that actually stretches the rest of my hair. And then my hair is straight, so I don't have to put heat on it. So that's an option. If your hair is a little shorter, just putting it in a bun and stretching it around a scrunchie or something like that will be able to stretch your hair straight. Okay? So that's an option for not putting heat on your hair. The other option I really want to show you today is how to do a braid out. Okay, so this is going to come in, I'm going to show you the braid out and then show you the finished product of the braid out today. Or, you know, I'm going to actually sleep on it and I'll show you what it looks like tomorrow when it's done. But the braid out is one of my favorite styles because it lets me have curly hair and it helps me to wear a fresh new look, and I can pin it up and make a messy bun or whatever. It doesn't really matter. You can do whatever you want, and it's just like having naturally curly hair with the braid out. So that's one of my favorite styles, and you'll see that a lot when I do other videos, or if you see me in person, you'll see me having a braid out a lot. But I really love it. I really love doing that. So I'm going to show you today how to do that. And so I'm going to wash and condition and let it air dry partly, and then I'm going to show you a braid out. Okay? Stay tuned. Okay, so I just finished co-washing my hair, and I'm going to let it air dry for about an hour, okay? So what I do when I've stretched my relaxer this long, 19, 20 weeks, I have to do something to help my edges to lay down without them getting frizzy and starting to, you know, just not lay right. So what I do is I use the scarf method, okay? So what I do is I take my bandana, and no, it's not a silk scarf, but it's a cotton scarf, and I use a cotton scarf for a reason, okay? If you hear that growling, that's my dog. She wants to be let in, so just ignore that. Okay, so this is my bandana. I love this thing. I use it to stretch my relaxer and stretch my edges, I guess you could say. So I put it in a diamond shape and I just roll it up. But I like to make sure that it's somewhat flat because that's how I need it to be, to lay on my head. So I do that, roll it up, take my little satin scrunchie, and I just pull my hair back. It's not in a perfect bun or anything. I'm just using it to hold my hair back. And I take it like that. I don't necessarily need that anymore. And take my bandana and I put it on my forehead. Okay? So I put it on my forehead and I double tie it as tight as I can stand it. I'm not going to have a headache or anything like that, but just tight enough where it's going to make a difference. And I just slide it back on my head so that my edges are smooth. Okay, now I did not put a leave-in in my hair because I find that when I put a leave-in or sealant in, at this point it takes twice as long to dry. So I just let it air dry for about an hour. It's still damp. It's going to be able to hold the set that I need to for my braid out. So this is about it. So this is how I wear my hair for the next hour, and to make sure that it dries nice and smooth down for this part of my styling. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do the braid out in about an hour. Okay, so my hair has dried for about an hour now, and this is what it looks like. And it is damp, not all the way completely dry. It's just a little damp. So what I do is I take my scarf off, and as you can see, my edges are a little smoother than they were before. And I always start in the back, and I make about 5 or 6 braids. I don't comb it or anything like that. I just kind of finger comb it, and I separate my braid out in the back. So I do that, take my little scrunchie to hold my bun, and then put my product on my hair, and then just braid it up, like so. So I just braid it like this, 3-strand braid. And once I get to the end, let me show you a side view here. If you run out, I just separate another strand if I run out. And take my roller, and I roll the end because for me, I like my ends to be curly with the rest of my hair. So that's my first braid, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished, okay? Okay, so I'm finished with my braid out. This is what it looks like. Okay, I put my scarf back on so that my edges will be smooth. And now I'm just going to wrap my hair for the night. I have about 6 braids. I like to do 5 or 6 because I don't like my hair to shrink up too much. So you'll see the results tomorrow morning. But I'm going to put my scarf on. This holds my rollers in so that my ends will still be curly in the morning after I wake up. So put my scarf on, and I'm ready to go for the night. So you'll see the results in the morning. See ya.